Long ago, in a small village surrounded by towering mountains, there lived a young man named Ananda. Respected and hardworking, he was loved by the villagers. Yet, in his heart, he harbored an unresolved question. Why do good people suffer while bad people thrive? Ananda had grown up hearing the teachings of Buddha, but had never found an answer to this question. One day, determined to understand, he set off on a journey to visit Buddha himself. After days of walking, he finally reached the monastery where Buddha resided. Buddha, I cannot understand, Ananda said, bowing deeply. If the law of cause and effect is true, why do good people suffer and bad people succeed? Buddha smiled gently and replied, Ananda, sit down and calm your mind. The truth behind your question is profound. Buddha began to explain. The law of cause and effect ensures that every action leads to a result. However, it does not apply only to immediate outcomes. Our souls exist in the endless flow of reincarnation, where the balance of good and bad deeds is gradually restored over time. Ananda listened intently, his curiosity piqued. Does that mean the suffering of good people today stems from wrongs committed in past lives? Buddha nodded. Exactly. The circumstances we face in this life are the results of our past actions. But it is equally important to know that by cultivating good deeds now, one can secure happiness in future lives. Ananda pondered this deeply. So, we have the power to change our fate? Buddha smiled warmly. Yes, Ananda, what matters most is how you live in the present. Do not cling to the past, nor fear the future. Instead, focus on cultivating virtue now. That is the path to true liberation. Ananda left the monastery with Buddha's teachings etched into his heart. Back in his village, he resolved to share Buddha's wisdom with others. One day, a weary traveler visited Ananda's shop, seeking food and water. Without hesitation, Ananda shared his own provisions with the traveler. A few days later, another visitor arrived at his shop and handed Ananda a large sum of money. I've heard of your kindness. Please use this money to help the village, the man said. Ananda was astonished, but remembered Buddha's words. Good deeds always return to the doer. As time passed, Ananda's acts of kindness inspired his fellow villagers. They began to treat one another with compassion and cooperation. The village prospered in ways it never had before. One day, Ananda looked to the sky and offered a silent prayer. Buddha, your teachings have transformed our village. Thank you. Through Ananda, Buddha's teachings were passed down to the next generation, becoming not just words, but a way of life. They served as a pillar of wisdom for the villagers, guiding their daily actions. This story reminds us of the importance of focusing on virtuous deeds in the present rather than dwelling on the past. The law of cause and effect is not a matter of chance, but a reflection of how our choices shape our future. Thank you for watching until the end. May your life be filled with boundless happiness.